Hear me? I think you can hear me. Okay, can you hear me? Take that out. You there, dude? Okay, he cannot hear me. Video capture, social media. That's not doing it.
But are you there?
I'm here.
I cannot hear you if you are talking. Okay.
What the hell?
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Oh, now you can hear me.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I don't know what happened, but yeah, cool. I am trying to get this right. I don't know what I'm doing that could be wrong or not wrong. Not sure. Okay, I'll just keep it like this, just so I can, cause I got a lot of work I'm doing here.
Okay.
Let's see. So what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
I don't got anything in particular. I just kind of ended work early today, so I'm on my long drive home.
Oh. I got one thing I have to say real quick, and and that's for anyone that plans to vote. If the current candidate that's going for president of the United States does not support free college, Medicare for all, ending wars, basically anything progressive, as well as ending this craze for oil, the fossil fuels. Keep in mind, fossil fuels mean ancient stuff died and their matter turned to this, oil that we're using.
Yep. Oh, speaking of that, I guess under that category, but isn't technically that category, is also something called biofuel. That also needs to stop to as much as possible.
Yes. Because that don't make no damn sense.
It's not using ancient life forms, but it is using life forms that releases way more carbon into the atmosphere than is natural. This is the main point.
And people don't look. If your president, if your future president is doing that, just think they're not even sworn in. They're not even in the pickings yet. And if that person says, I'm not for anything forward thinking or progressive, don't vote for him. There's no debate. There is no debate. If someone comes to your house and they say, I want to make this neighborhood better, now I'm going to set fire to your lawn. Are you really going to want that person to be in charge?
Of course not.
But people keep voting for people setting fire to their lawn.
Well, I think that, yeah, I don't know. The two things that really kind of leave people voting for the people setting fire to their lawn is, one, people feeling comfortable enough with their daily life that they don't care what other people are doing.
True.
And number two, which I think is kind of more important, a complete apathy from the very people that are supposed to inform you of the actual issues.
People go on, oh, I like that person's name. Oh, they look nice and vibrant, and they look like somebody I would like. Oh, that person is saying things that other people would like. You know what? I'll vote for that person because other people would like that person too. These are the dumbest reasons to vote for anyone. Dude, I would vote for John T. Wackadoodle if I had to, just so my vote don't go towards somebody that's going to burn my fucking lawn.
Yeah.
Be like, dude, you just threw your vote away. No.
That actually kind of brings me to something that I just sort of randomly thought today.
Okay.
What the hell is my representative doing?
You don't have a representative. That's the first thing.
Well, yeah. Well, effectively, I don't have a representative, but on paper, my representative for my district is Donna Shalala. Now what does Donna Shalala? Hold on one second. Let me just turn that down. Wait. All right, so that won't interrupt us anymore.
Okay.
Anyway, so what does Donna Shalala actually do? Like, is she pushing for something? Is she for anything in particular? Like, what was the point of people voting for Donna Shalala last year? And so I just sort of just went straight based on her name on YouTube. I looked up Donna Shalala, and the newest video from her, or even talking about her, is 6 months old when she was elected.
That's it.
That's not good. Like, whether she's burning down my lawn or actually trying to fix up my, who the fuck knows? There's no way to check. There's no idiot's guide to finding out what is Donna Shalala doing for me. Like, I'm sure if I actually went to like a more official site saying, hey, here's the policies that she's for, what she's against, here's what she's voted for, what she's voted against, that kind of stuff. I'm sure that exists somewhere. But if I'm on YouTube just looking for basic information, and the most recent thing about my representative is, oh, she was elected, and this was 6 months ago.
I'm like, what has she done in 6 months?
Yeah, what has she done?
And see, here's the thing. It's not even like what she's done. What has she even been pushing for? And if you've got nothing in 6 months, because you can't say there's nothing that doesn't need changing. Everything needs changing. By the way, that brings me to my next point. In that looking up at her official YouTube channel has 2 subscribers. This is a representative of one of the biggest districts in Florida has 2 subscribers. You gotta think though, most people probably think that's just somebody under a different name or something, you know?
But nope, that's her. That's her face. That had all of her political ads and little things here and there.
Yeah, that could still be some troll doing that shit.
Well, if it's a troll for Donna Shalala, because that channel has nothing but ads and news articles for her.
Is there any did any video have a lot of views or anything?
Nope, not really.
And if there's just ads and it's like, vote for me or this is why I'm great, then yeah, 2 or 3 people are gonna see it. They're gonna tell everyone else and they're not gonna watch it. They're gonna be like, fuck that girl, we don't care. You know, that's how that's gonna roll. And in 6 months, if she hasn't done anything or pushed for anything, you know what that literally represents? She's keeping it the status quo. That's it.
She's just sitting on her ass up in DC, or I don't know if she's up in DC, honestly. Here and just sitting on her ass. It makes no difference.
Yep. I wish people. Okay, here's the thing. I can say standards, but people probably won't even know what standards are. How about this? I'm serious. People don't know. This is like standards. Okay, what should my standards be? And it sucks. But you know what? Here's something that's better. All right. Here's something better. How about this? Results. Get results. If who you vote for is not getting you or pushing for results for the voters, then we need to have a thing where you don't need to wait 2 years or 6 years. You need to be able to have the county or the state or province or whatnot that they represent be able to cast a new vote to vote that person out. If you get 2/3 of the people voting that person out, then you have another election. Immediate. That's it. That's the thing that needs to be pushed. That's what needs to be done here. Get these shiftless people out. These greedy ass Republicans and Democrats out. You know, because there are people out there that make $100,000 a year, and you know what they think? You know what? It's all good for me. I do what I want. I chill. I save up a little bit and, you know, go on vacation every, 3 to 7 months, and I go out for about 3 weeks to a month or sometimes 2 months, and, my life is fine. And it's like, and the first thing I think is, fuck you. You are cancer. And the only time they're going to get their asses on fire is when someone says, your tax bracket is shrinking. And that's when they get scared and want to vote for someone real quick in a panic without thinking about what the fuck they're voting for.
Right. If the general if just the general knowledge of, what purpose does she have? Does she have any purpose? I don't know.
She ain't got shit.
That bugs the shit out of me. Like, if she was a corporatist and just was like arguing corporatist values, that would almost be better. Because then at least there was something to fight.
Yes, right now she's just there. And it's like, what's going on? I don't know. She's just sitting there. I mean, imagine sitting at home and your friend invites a friend over that he's known for about 2 years. And you've known your friend for about 12 years. So you're like, okay, I trust my friend to know somebody that's decent. So then the friend comes over, sits down, says nothing, and stares at you. And you're like, what the fuck is this? He's like, oh, here's Raul. And you're like, hello, Raul. And you're thinking, can you stop staring at me right now? And Raul just says, hello, friend.
Hello.
Fuck. You're in your own home thinking, get me out of here.
I am here to meet you. We can talk about things, I guess.
I had a questionable past, but I'm much better now. Help! That's how I see people that get in and don't do anything. And you know what? Buttigieg is a jackweed, but at least we know he's racist. At least when a black woman gets jacked up, calls for help, like, look, they just killed my son. They hung him. They murdered him. There's no way he committed suicide because he was all fucking right. And there was never any problem with him. And he's like, look, here's my contact information. Get a hold of me, and we're going to look into this. And she's like, yes. And then all she gets is blocked by the secretary. He's not available. He's not taking calls. He's away all the time. And then the dude he aided in rushing a cremation. So therefore, you cannot examine the remains to prove that it might have been any force anywhere else. He ignored this woman, helped rush a cremation, and won't do anything to look into anything, won't help examine cross-examine the possible suspects, nothing. Fuck that guy. He burned the lawn, then salted the land, and now has people out there saying, well, you know what, maybe he was just, new. Fuck that.
You broke up there for a second.
Okay. In short.
I got the point, though. I got the point, though.
And so, if I call the person to cut my lawn, and they sit there cutting it and then pouring salt behind them, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Every new person to cutting lawn knows not to put salt down. Well, why would they even get salt in the first place? They haven't been taught to use salt.
Yeah.
I mean,
what the thing that bothers me so much right now is I have to work for everything to be, good.
Yes.
And I have no problem doing so. I enjoy my work. as much as I can. Like there's moments where I'm like, shit, it's fucking hot. But whatever, let's get this done. Let's work on this. Let's do this, and I'm happy about it. Like 99 to 95% of the time, something like that. But there's just moments where I'm just like, what the fuck? Like my hobby is knowing things at this point. My job is doing my job, and then my hobby is learning about politics, understanding what's going on in the area, just talking to people, having interesting conversations, that kind of stuff. My hobby is just thinking. My hobby is thinking hard. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So when I'm like, hey, I wonder what my representative is doing, and then I look at it and there's fucking nothing. There is absolutely no. There's nothing for the last 6 months after she got elected. Like there's no news articles. There's no YouTuber covering her news articles. There's nothing. There's literally nothing for the last 6 months of her being elected.
I'll be honest with you, that's scary though. That's like Raul just standing there looking at you. Yep.
And it's moments like that where I'm like, okay, if I had any sort of group behind me to help me set up ads, I would win. I would win without trying, because I'm literally running against nothing.
Yes, your whole. He's like, well, what do you have to say against her? Nothing, because she's done nothing to say anything against, and she's done nothing to say anything for. So what am I running against? I'm running against a ghost.
Yep. Hey, she was the Health and Human Secretary. What has she done for me? What has she done, period, in the last 6 months?
Yep. In the past 6 months, I can't think of anything. I think she doesn't exist.
Okay. At one point, yeah, she was. At one point, she's done things for the Obama administration. She served some sort of purpose. She had to have served some sort of purpose. But for all intents and purposes, I can't see any.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is people don't do it anymore. This is how you sling mud. And this is how you do it in a way that will jack somebody up. And it's possible it could jack you up too. But man, all you gotta do is just say this. I'm running against someone who has no record of doing anything currently. I'm running against somebody that their former job or whatnot was a secretary. So the best person I'm running against right now is someone that knows how to do what they're told. And what has she done that you've told her? Nothing. But what has she done that her big donors have told her? Obviously to do nothing. So how about this? Let someone in that's going to do what the people need and what the people want, opposed to what the big donors are demanding. Because this country isn't supposed to be ran by the top 10 and 1%. It's supposed to be ran by you, the people, for the people, by the people.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. If she was trying to do something and she let's just say she just made a little update on her YouTube channel, or was on a news thing saying, since I've been elected, that would be like, all right, okay, we could debate this, we could actually have a conversation. But no, like, it's fucking 6 months of dead silence. Right? She had a little news clip saying, "Oh, here's what I'll do to fight Trump," but then after that, there's nothing.
See, I would have destroyed her on that.
She doesn't exist. She won by a landslide just because our district leans heavily Democratic, and she had the most ads.
I would honestly destroy her by saying that she's fighting against Trump. I would have annihilated her because I would tell everybody, I'm not fighting against Trump. I'm fighting for you.
Yeah.
How am I going to? I was like this. How am I supposed to fight Trump? Am I supposed to go up there, put some boxing gloves on, and beat him until he agrees with me? Like, no, I have to fight for the future. You know, there's nothing I can do by myself to get Trump out. But what I can do is help to make sure he doesn't get back in.
Yep.
That's just how I would have destroyed her on that. Like, while
You
she's
can
fighting
destroy her on
Trump, I'm
almost
fighting
anything.
for you. Huh?
You can destroy her on almost anything. Why? Because she has nothing. Like, hey, look, here's an immigration policy. It might be good, it might be bad. Who cares? This person doesn't have anything. It doesn't matter.
Yep. How do you feel about this policy? And then she just walks away. All right, so I guess we got our answer there.
Donna Shalala, I exist.
Now, that's a campaign slogan for you. I exist. Oh, shit. She exists, everybody. Like, so wait a minute. So are you all telling me that you voted for president? Is that what you're doing? You voted for someone that raised their hand and said president. Holy shit. Well, if this doesn't change my mind on everything.
It's moments like these that I might just decide, hey, how about I take my hobby and actually run with it?
Might as well.
If I did, here's the thing with if I did, I don't know how. I don't know how I would run on my hobby. Like, who do I talk to say, hey, I'm here, I have ideas, I'll actually talk about those ideas, vote for me. How do I do that?
Oh, shoot. You might fail with this the way people are today because they'll be like, whoa. You want to talk about substance? No. We don't want substance. We want you to make us feel a certain way so we can know that you made us feel happy or positive or hopeful. We don't give a shit about substance. We don't care about policy. We just want you to make us feel good. Oh, well, shit. Well, since I'm in Florida, since I'm part of the Bible Belt, you know what? Mexicans suck. Muslims suck. You know what? If you're not white and Christian, you ain't shit. How about that? And they're like, yay! You made us feel good. And you're like, damn, I just secured that vote. That's no problem. I was just running for governor, and I just won presidency.
Here's the thing. That might work in northern Florida or even like some of the more rural West Florida, but down here, you don't even have to do that. You just say, hey, I'm a Democrat, here are my credentials, vote for me. Because that's basically what she's done.
Damn. I'm blue, and I'm present. Yay! Wait a minute, guys.
I'm blue. Hillary likes me. Vote for me. That's basically how she got in.
Shit.
That is basically how she got in.
Shit. As soon as I heard Hillary likes me, I'm like, well, that's done. Not voting that way. Keeping my lawn from burning.
Yeah. But again, like I said, that would almost be better than what's going on right now. Because if I look up your name and you haven't done jack diddly shit, if I look up your name on the thing that literally tells people, hey, this is what blank has done or is doing, or here's an update on blank, and I can't find shit for the last 6 months, then you're a failure. Plain and simple.
I wish people would, like I said, just get some standards, man. Just get standards. It's not hard. It's not hard.
It really isn't.
You know, just like, look, dude, you know, like, just look. Is what they're doing helping you? Well, it's not hurting us. Okay, you have failed. You have failed. Do not vote ever again. Just don't vote. That's how I see that. As soon as you can say something like that, don't vote.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what color red is she? 195. Okay, 195.
Damn it. Do I don't know. I really just do not know what to do with myself.
I don't know what to do with me either. So we in that club together.
Yeah.
We both don't know what to do with ourselves.
Like, here's the thing. When I'm done with work, I go home. I do whatever little thing I need to do for work that I may have missed earlier. And then I just chill out. I just relax because, hey, I've done what I need to do. What I need to do is done. Now all I got is what I want to do. So if I'm at the point of, hey, this is all, it's hard for me to be like, hey, let's go be politically active. Yeah, that sounds fun. No, that doesn't sound fun. That doesn't sound fun at all.
I know if I didn't have IBS, you know, I would definitely been extremely politically active. I wouldn't be trying to get some dumbass march going. I wouldn't get a march going. Marches don't do nothing. All you do is exhaust your breath and go home tired. That's it. It's like, look, we know you motherfuckers are pro LGBTQ plus. We get that. We know that you're against the 1%. We got that. We know you're for free college, for Medicare for all. We know you're against the wars. What the fuck is walking gonna do? Literally, you'd rather walk than literally exercise your absolute freedom to vote for who you want to vote for. And since the government has realized that shit, that you'd rather walk and shout and all that instead of voting properly and voting to get third parties going, instead, they know, hey, they're only going to vote for one of two parties. They made sure to gerrymander everyone into that. And they know that since you don't give a damn how you vote, other than is it blue or red without policy or anything, so that means they can tell you whatever they want to tell you. And you're going to listen. And you're going to nod your heads or you're going to shake your head and then you're going to go vote regardless of the same thing. So therefore, what have they done? They made sure that if you have not registered to vote as a Democrat or Republican, nothing else, then your vote won't count. And I think New York is 6 months before election. In some places, it's a year. And in some places, if you are registered as independent, Green Party, Libertarian, or something, but you're like, oh crap, I don't want to vote for any of them because they aren't doing what I think, but I'm going to vote for this other person. It's like, look, if it's not Democrat or Republican, your vote don't count. Literally don't count. They have literally made it so you will honestly throw your vote away. That's what they've done. And instead of noticing that, people say, don't vote out of the two-party system, you'll throw your vote away. So, I mean, literally killing democracy, not based on what they want, but based on what you, the voters, are doing. They literally use you, the voters, to kill voting democracy. How you like yourself now? Just think about that. I know this ends abruptly, but I left that end part despite him dropping out. It seems that he went to an area that had killed his connection, but I thought what I said at the end was much needed, so I left it in there despite him not being able to hear it. But I rehashed it in part 2. So for right now, thank you for listening.